I know in the '97 draft, I think the odds were, Boston was going to could get the first pick, and Philly was also in those odds.
Hmm.
How important was it? Do you think that San Antonio got that number one pick and picked you for your development, not only in the league but in America? And how do you think that would have been different if you would have went to a Boston or a Philly back then, as how young you were?
Well, I remember with the draft order. I remember sitting in my buddy's house watching it all go down, and for since the draft order came out to when the draft actually happened, um, the assumption was that I was going to Boston. In my head, I was going to Boston. I just kind of knew it, and as the picks work out, and I think they get the eighth pick because they have the two of the top 10. They have the eighth pick, and then it comes down to the last three where it's Boston, Philly, and San Antonio, and then Boston goes third. And I remember getting up from my couch and standing on the table watching the TV, like, "Holy crap! I'm not going to Boston." Like it was like in my head, I was that's where I was going. Just percentage chances. I was like, I'm not going to Boston, and I'm standing on the table in the middle of the living room, and then Philly comes up number two. I'm like, holy crap! I get to go play with David Robinson. Are you kidding me? Like, this is awesome. So, as for development, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how it would have worked out. I don't know what would have happened, but obviously it worked out pretty perfect for me. Ending where I did, being with Coach Pop and being with all those vets and learning from David. I think uh, I think Patino at the time was the Boston coach, and obviously they were running a much different system there. So who knows? Who
Yeah.
knows? I think I was absolutely blessed to land where I landed, and it worked out the best for me.
I think one of the biggest things that I just in researching this for this podcast is just how poised you were at such a young age, especially in the finals, where that finals run in '99, where you're going through a Shaq, you're going through a young KG, and then you go into playing against the Knicks. Do you think just being in San Antonio, that how did that help you? And also, how did being in college for 4 years help you through that process? Because I've never seen a second year player be that poised on that big of a stage. I mean, Roger, you could back me up on that, but I've never
Well,
seen anybody in a finals game
it,
like that.
it's a great question though, because Tim, we talk about it. They ask all the time, and these young kids that come out, like, look, if you can make your money, I say make your money. I'm not here to count anyone's money, but they're usually not prepared to help a team right away because they haven't been seasoned and been through it. So I think it's a great question, Logan.
Yeah, and two ACC championships, ACC tournaments, NCAA tournaments, four NCAA tournaments, all great preparation. Played in a great league in college, a lot of talent. You can go through the guys I played against in the ACC that were I played against throughout my career in the league. The Stackhouses and the Rasheed Wallaces and the Joe Smiths and like we had some talent in the ACC, and I was able to. And with my lack of experience, and Ra, you can attest to this. Like my lack of experience with high level talent in the islands, I needed that time. I needed
Yeah.
that time. I needed that experience. I needed that competition level to be prepared for the early parts of the NBA. But yeah, I agree with you at the point where I'm not against anybody going and making their money. Good for them. If you got the talent to do it, and it's the time to do it, and it's either you make your money now or you risk hurting yourself or your chances. Yeah, I understand that. But yeah, the kids aren't ready now when they come out. You see them their second, third year in the league, and then you see a whole different player. And I was like, yeah, they're a whole different player because they would have been a senior in college at this point.
Right.
They'd have been a leader of their squad. They'd have been asked to lead a team. Now they're ready. Obviously, that there's always people who do it differently who come out of first or second year of college and they're ready to go. There are always those people, but for the most part, what you see are guys that are underdeveloped and have a lot of growing to do, and sometimes they have uh, um, people who are patient enough with them that will hold on to them long enough and develop them, give them the chance. I think the Spurs do an amazing job with developing guys and using the G League to go back and forth and give them that experience on the court and help them do that. And then when they're ready, they're ready. But sometimes franchises don't have that time to invest into individuals, and then all of a sudden they go to the wayside. But for me, that was the right route for me. That was the right time for me because I needed that time in development. I needed that experience. I needed that competition, that level of competition. I needed to know how to be counted on as a leader and in big games and on and off the court. So I had all the experience, and then I also walk into a situation where I don't need to be the leader. I just need to play and play well.